What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Wayne. We back. Pod the Balloon to Find Love. I'm rocking with the Finest Game Show. You know what I mean? He get for what it's worth. It seems like he has a shorter. Nothing wrong with Arlett's. Of course, Arlett's is still the premier and the best one out of all of the people who do it. But his seemed like he only has like 6 to 7 girls. So even if there are pops and there's not a lot of matches, he can get through that cycle quicker. And to me, I dig that. So, you know what I mean? Shout out to him, you know what I mean, for that. But yeah, as y'all see, we got the Pod the Balloon. Hold on. We got the Pod the Balloon to Find Love. We right back at it.
Thank you. All right. To this channel. And again, like I mentioned, every Saturday at 1 p.m., tune in on the Finest Game Show. Single man.
Saturday at 1 is when he dropped.
Like and subscribe now.
He must be tall. Ain't nobody pop yet.
All right, who do we have here? What's your name?
Mark,
All right, Mark, what's your age and occupation?
26, tech, real estate, fitness.
Okay. All right, so do you have any deal breakers?
A baby.
A baby.
Yeah, that's the first one. I mean, no one listed out too much, but a baby, bad attitude, like you just.
But if you're gonna say kid, if you truly mean a baby, then just say like a young kid, I guess. I don't know. You just saying baby, like if you got a kid, like that's what it implies. But I don't know. That's what it sounded like to me.
Don't care about their health.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so if you were to name 3 qualities that you look for in your woman, what would those be?
So. Nurturing. Thoughtful. And understanding.
Okay. All right, and do you believe in a traditional woman? Right, like I know typically we talk about a lot of men mention that they want a traditional woman. Do you also see yourself as a traditional man, and what does that mean?
That's
Ain't nothing worse than a smart dumb nigga.
But this is all I'm gonna say about it. It don't matter. It doesn't matter. Either way, people gonna have what they want, and they gonna choose what they want anyway. It's useless. To me, it's useless to have this whole talk about it. It ain't going nowhere. People ain't changing their minds, and you can want whatever you want in life, but unless you have enough money to go get it, or enough, you're going to enforce whatever you want, then every other scenario, every other possible way is you are, what's the word? You're compromising for it. So I'll give you an example. This whole traditional thing, stuff like that. Unless you're going to, as the guy, unless you're going to outright pay for it, like you're going to put in a contract and or pay for it up front, or you're going to force by physical force, then any and everybody else, to include guys and girls, they're going to do what they want to do, or they're going to try to get you to do whatever they want you to do, which is fine. But unless you got one of those 2 things, there's no way to guarantee that you get it. You know what I mean? From either person. This is guy to girl, girl to guy. From either person. I'm not saying one way or the other. I'm just saying in general. It ain't no way for you to get it. So unless you're going to pay for it, or you're going to force, by force, I mean physically, you know what I mean, demand or impose, then you ain't going to get it, bruh. That's the only way it goes. You know what I mean? It's no different than, okay, I'm hungry. My family's hungry. I need food. So unless I'm going to pay for food, right? Or I'm going to force somebody to give me their food, every other way I get food outside of that is some type of compromise. I mean, it's still a compromise even when you pay. You know what I mean? But, you know what I mean? I guess it's the scenario still lands when I say that, but you get what I'm saying. Like, unless you force somebody to do it, or you just gonna get them to, you gonna pay your way out of it, it's just useless. So I say that to say the host, like, asking this question, It doesn't make a difference. Anything he says ain't gonna matter. Anything the girl say in rebuttal, it ain't gonna matter. The only way he gets it is if he's gonna pay for it up front, or he's just gonna physically impose that on the girl. That's the only way he's gonna get it. Because she could do it for a minute freely and then change. Or she could do it freely and then say, I want something for it. Like, it's just, to me, it's a useless question. I feel like people, like everybody in this space, should stop asking it. It doesn't matter. The quicker we can move on from it, the quicker we can get better results for people. And then somebody's going to ask, well, why do you make content like that? I make content to laugh at niggas. That's why I'm making content. This is just my thoughts and opinions. I'm just here having fun, you know what I mean? Don't mind me. I'm in the stairs are here, the laundry room is there. This is my downstairs living room. My lady just came out. You know what I mean? Like I'm nobody rich. You know what I mean? I got I'll get one that has a swivel head, so I'll show you like my whole setup and stuff like that, bro. I'm not rich, evidently. I got a laptop in front of me. I ain't even got a damn PC set up. So, you know what I mean? Like,
You have to read this
take what I
story.
say with a grain of, with a quarter pound of salt. You know what I mean? Basically, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, first
But-
question. Yeah, I believe in traditional women. For myself, I can play both roles. I understand that it's 2025, so women also have the ability to think and do for themselves as well. So I don't want to take that away.
And that's
If they're that
exactly
type
the
of
reason
person.
why.
If they're the type of person where they want to sit back, take care of the kids or whatever it may be, then it's cool. No problem.
Okay. All right. Hey, we only have one balloon. Okay. Two more.
And exactly what I mean. They can still, okay, you can put out what you want, but they can still rebuttal and say, it doesn't work. The only way you're going to get it to work is you're going to pay for it or force. And because he's not going to force these girls, of course, and he's not going to pay for it, they just said, I don't believe you. So they're going to bounce, which is fine. They have every right to. It's a free country. You know what I mean? Do whatever you want to do, but.
Okay, so we have 3 balloons that pop. Let's figure out why they pop their balloons. I mean, it's still good. We have, 4 balloons still on, so it's looking good. Okay, all right. So who do we have here? What's your name, age, occupation?
I'm Shar, I'm 26. First, it's just a height thing with me. I don't think you're a handsome black king, but it's just a no for me. Okay.
All right. Is she your type?
Nah.
Not your type? What makes her not your type?
Okay, sorry.
Just like fitness piece.
What do you mean by
Person.
fitness?
So,
Just not my type.
Oh, because I play basketball. I'm pretty sure I can bench a little bit the same as you, probably. All right. How much you weigh?
Respect.
How much you weigh?
190.
You see, this is also another reason why it ain't gonna work. Because now we go to this. We're not grown enough, mature enough as adults to just have people say they piece and just walk away. Now we gonna go to outright dissing. Now we about to go Biggie and Tupac on each other for no reason. And just so I say it out loud, I'm pretty sure he can bench whatever you got in tenfold. He don't look like he hasn't never had a bench press before. You know what I mean? He looked like he might have sugar in his tank, but he definitely looked like, you know what I mean? He can probably put up 225 maybe once or twice or a couple times, honestly. Just because a guy like has fat around his arms don't mean that he can't lift. You know what I mean? Some people just, they don't eat right, or they don't diet right. But if they diet down, they'll be cut.
How much you bench?
Last time, about 250.
Look, I just said it, bruh. And that's clearly more than his body weight, which that's for those who don't know, that's a really good sign of like, not youth, really good sign of fitness is if a guy can either like squat his own body weight and or bench his own body weight. If you can do both those things, you're in pretty decent, straight up and down health. You know what I mean? You should be. Because most people can't even lift their own body weight or squat their own body weight. So the fact that he can do both, his body, meaning his upper half, like he can push it, he can probably pull it, and his lower half, is strong enough to carry his own weight and somebody else probably his size or a little bigger than him. So yeah, shout out to you, bruh. But here we go. She's gonna rebuttal something.
Oh, I'm 215. Yeah, I don't think you would convince. What you say?
250.
You're not even listening, man. You're not even listening. Now we just dissing.
It's okay. All right.
This ain't gonna work, black people. Y'all gonna have to get way better, way more clever than this. You know what I mean? Now we dissing. We dissing for what? Ain't no reason to diss. But it is what it is.
Respect.
Okay. All right, let's go down. All right. Can you introduce yourself? Name, age, occupation?
Yes, I'm Toxic. I'm 29 and I am a truck driver. Initially, upon walk up, it was the aesthetic. It looked like he went to the thrift store, went through my granny's attic. But I was like, you know what, let me look past that. But then when he started saying, like, he don't do kids, I have kids. But then he also said he want a woman that's nurturing. How could a woman be nurturing if she's never nurtured anything?
That's going to be another issue that you have. And I see somebody, I had this conversation with people I used to call friends, right? And it's like, bruh, well, somebody needs experience to say they done it. Well, since everybody's so smart,
Ain't nothing worse than a smart dumb nigga.
this is why I have the soundbite, because everybody's a smart dumb ninja. So, shout out to CGA. So, let's just go down that path. She just said, how is a woman going to learn how to nurture if she's never nurtured anything? Okay, fair. Most women would say, yeah, fair. What I would ask her is, okay, how do you know if you could be a wife if you've never been a wife before? You see how argument falls flat on his face? It's stupid to begin with. There are signs, there are things you don't have to go through with the whole process to say you know how to, like, you're good to do it. You could train to do it, you know what I mean? I never ran a marathon. I'm not a power lifter, but if somebody say, oh, can you work out with me? Okay. I gotta be a power lifter to know everything about working out? No. I can be in his shape or this guy's shape. But just people say stupid stuff out their mouth, and that was a stupid comment. You don't have to be a mom to be nurturing. You know what I mean? You can be nurturing with other skills. You know what I mean? But that just shows how deep people think. People don't really think deep enough about anything. But I'm rambling. I'm getting ready. I mean, she do got a backside though. You know what I mean? Her backside is there, so.
You feel me? But it was just enough for me.
I mean, to the question that she mentioned about nurturing. Yeah. What do you have to say to that?
I believe if someone is taught how to nurture, they know how to nurture. Just having kids doesn't make you a nurturer.
That's another great thing. I didn't elaborate on that, but I'm not. Yeah, just because you do it don't mean you're good at it anyway. You know what I mean? Just because you attempted to rob don't make you a really good bank robber. You could have got caught. How much of a good bank robber are you if you got caught? You know what I mean? Just because you tried to do it don't mean you know what I mean, you should do it or could do it. And you shouldn't even teach other people to do it. But
it just simply means you have kids. So that's what that is on that end. And then I think you said something about the aesthetics. It is what it is. Everybody suit their own thing for what they like.
Please.
Okay. Beautiful though, beautiful.
Thank you.
All right. Same, can you introduce yourself? Name, age, occupation?
Hey, I'm Jada Marie. I'm 20 and I'm a bartender. You're very handsome. It's just a height thing, for real. That's it.
Oh, that's
I'm a
it.
tall girl, I feel like.
All right. How tall are you?
Not too much. Average, actually.
Average.
But I'm 5'4" and sometimes and a half, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. What do you think about her? Is she your type?
Unbelievable.
Yes, off of first look, yeah.
Thank you.
All right. Okay. Who do we have here? Introduce yourself, please.
Okay, I'm Trinity. I'm 34. I'm an artist. It was the age for me. So, and I just think I really like popping balloons.
Okay.
But other than that, yeah, that's it.
Okay. So, what is the minimum regarding to age group that you
30.
consider? 30.
And
30 and up. Okay. So you wouldn't give anybody younger.
I did that
a shot.
before. Didn't work out.
Why didn't it work out?
It didn't work out. That was 6 years. It didn't work out.
Why didn't it work out?
Just there.
Okay. All right. Do you have any remarks?
Question I'm getting deep and I'm be eliminated.
Nah, not really. I mean, she says she like her man older. You feel me? I respect it. I ain't got no beef with it. I'm assuming it's because of probably maturity, quote unquote. So, respect.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's come back. Okay. So we did have 2 more balloons pop right here. Okay. Let's figure out why they also pop. All right. Can you introduce yourself and why you popped your balloon?
Definitely. My name is Winona. I'm 28. I also work in finance, but I'm in school for financial technology. So I feel like we could have vibe there, but it's the age for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is she your type?
No, not off of first look.
Okay. Not off of first looks. Okay. All right. Let's come back. So we have one more. Can you introduce yourself and why you popped?
He like
Keisha,
teeny women.
24, master cosmetologist, and I popped my balloon just because I just feel like, I don't know, I don't feel a connection there. So, yeah, that's it. No.
Okay. All right. So let's come back. Okay. So we do have one balloon popped. All right. So, and also I have this question for you. You mentioned a lot about, there not being a connection or you not feeling the ladies off the first look, right? Yeah. What do you mean by that? And also, what look are you looking for?
Decent enough question, I guess.
What I mean by first look, it mean like would I double take? Doesn't mean anything like bad, just would I like turn around essentially. And then what am I looking for? I would probably say more slim build, proportional in that regards. Black, you feel me? Definitely love a black woman, and approachable.
Okay. All right. I love it. I feel like everything you said right there literally described her, our last lady with the balloon on. So if you don't mind, please coming down and let's see if there's a match. Ladies, let's make some noise for that. Let's make some noise for that.
Oh man,
let's
look,
see.
she wiggling.
Okay, I see a big smile.
She definitely wiggling.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Shout out to you, man. In that pre-show walk-up, she was just all over the place from the front, but shout out to her, you know what I mean? I'm a wiggleologist, you know what I mean? I study the wiggle, but yeah, man. That's good.
Why are you smiling right now? You see this as, a match or?
We can see where it goes.
Okay.
We just gonna see where it goes. Cover.
Okay. All right. Do you have any questions for him?
I mean, do you have any kids?
Nah, no kids.
Okay. We straight down.
Okay. Do you have any questions for her?
Nah, no questions off rips.
Okay. All right. So is this a match?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is this a match? Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Let's give it up for that. We got a match. Go ahead and take your queen away. All right. Go ahead. Yes. Yeah.
Look at it too. Okay. I ain't hating, bruh. And I ain't perving out, bruh. But
I'm finna go deep inside. Yeah. Just leave them nuts hanging out.
With the block.
yes, sir.
Nigga balls.
Yes, sir. Ask me, am I trying to smash?
Yeah.
Anyway, that's gonna be it for this video. I'm be back on with the rest of the show in 1 second. And yeah, man. Shout out to y'all, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe too, man.
You ugly motherfucker.
We be back.